Hi guys, this is Kiana from Spiritual Soul, and I thought I would post another pick a card for this week. I felt very compelled to do one more, sort of a fun general topic of do they love me? As always, I read these intuitively. Please just listen to the messages and take what resonates. If it feels negative or feels too heavy and just really conflicts with what your gut is telling you, then just let it go and take the messages behind it. Let it sit with you because it might mean something later. I'll give you a moment to think about your person. You can assign more than one card pile to different people, but I'll let you assign who you want to what number. But what I would suggest is just breathe in and out and think of your person and find what pile you're most drawn to. We have 1, 2, or 3. I am using the Love Tarot deck, which is a major arcana deck that's going to give us our yes or no answer. And I'm also using this Paulina Tarot by Paulina Cassidy for looking at how they feel, how they're acting, and then what's to come. So I'll give you a moment. The time steps will be in the description of the video, and I'll also link up here in the eye to a pick a card reading for this week of what you should do. So it might all play into this. This one is how they feel, or do they love me? Okay. Okay. Hi, group 1. Do they love you? Let's look at the cards. This is meant to be fun. Ooh. This is mysterious. Okay. We have the Page of Swords with how they feel, with how they act and respond or react to you. We've got the Devil. And then we've got sort of what's coming forward is the Moon. Guys, this is all very, very mysterious. How they feel. Page of Swords. Okay. They're very curious about you. But they're in their minds a little bit too much. You know, the Page of Swords is someone who is very insightful, but they're a bit of a dreamer. They can have a little bit of restless energy, and they can be in their head, in their mind, but they're very curious about you. How they feel about you is curious. They feel like that they need a little more insight. Okay, they feel like that they need to know something about you better, or know something about the situation you're in a little bit better. They need to think it through. They might be a little bit pensive, but they're really kind of a dreamer, and can be, like I said, restless and needing to continue to move. I feel like that this person is not content to just settle at this time. They're a little too much in their mind, but they are, how they feel is they're curious about you and this connection. They're curious about it, but they're also in their head about it. So how they're responding and acting, we've got the Devil. So the Devil is you know, quite often about obsessions and addictions, but it's also about temptations and playfulness and pleasure and enticement and passion. So how they're responding to you, they might be really flirty with you. Okay? They're very curious about you, but they're a little bit restless and in their head. But when it comes to their reactions to you, they're very playful. They like to hide behind maybe texts or social media, or some sort of form of sort of hiding this pensiveness that they can have behind this real playful energy. And there might be a real, chemistry between you guys that they like to play out, and they feel very enticed, so they react to you, possibly very flirty or very text heavy, but you're not really seeing the grounding emotions behind sort of a relationship, or what a relationship would have, a stable relationship. Right now you're getting this playful, mysterious enticement and flirtiness from them. And if it's not that, then what you're getting is a reaction to them where they're feeling a little bit restrained, where they're a little bit caught up in material things and still too much in their head, and thinking about how they feel for you. Because how they feel for you is not very clear. It's because they're up in their head. How they actually truly feel is just sitting in this curious mode. Moving forward, we have the moon. So the moon is about illusions. You know, what's behind the shadows? What can the moonlight shine and light and illuminate up? But also it talks about what is in the shadows. And you know, it's a very emotional card, this one, I feel, with the water. But for me, I love the moon card. The moon card is really about desire and intuition and awareness. It's about cycles coming in and out. So what's coming forward? I think you guys are going to get a little bit of illumination. I think intuitively, or just on inner awareness, you're going to see some things come to light. Okay. So the yes or no, do they love me? Oh my gosh, that's a resounding yes. They're just stuck up in their head. They're stuck up in their head, and that's why you have this chemistry with them. So things are going to come to light. The moon being about desire and emotions, and cycles. But of course, with the world is all about cycles as well. It's sort of the completion of the cycle. It's the success and reward and goals achieved, but about positivity and freedom and fulfillment. Does this person like you? Or sorry, love you? Yes, they do. They might not be showing it. I'm just going to pull Moonology Oracle for a little bit of clarification. Why aren't they reflecting the love to you? Why are they not showing how they feel about you? Okay. They're not showing it because they're still curious about the connection. This might be a fairly new thing, and if it's not, it might be a new cycle or a new transition in your relationship or partnership. But I feel like the way this shows is that this is fairly new. They're not showing you, the clarification to this is they're not showing you this love and this completed feeling of wholeness because they're just stuck in this curious mode. They're a little bit in their head, and they're just playing out the playful, mischievous side. And coming forward, we're going to see the things coming to light, and the shadows being illuminated in the beautiful, mysterious, sparkling glow of the moon, and all those emotions sort of stirring up as the cycle progresses. So the energy is gaining momentum, guys. Yes, they love you. Please like and subscribe. I'll be sure to link up here our weekly update forecast for where we're at this week, and you can follow along with that as well. Hi, Group 2. I hope you're well. We're looking at a fun reading today of Do They Love You? We're going to be looking at some tarot from the Paulina Tarot to show how they're feeling, how they're reacting and responding, and what's coming forward. And then we're going to be looking at a major Arcana Love Tarot for a yes or no of whether or not they love you. This is meant to be fun, so if it goes against your gut feelings or your intuition, just take the messages behind everything and don't hold on too tight to this actual reading. Okay, Knight of Swords. The Sun. King of Pentacles. Oh, these are strong cards, guys. Oy. Whew. The feeling behind this is, I love the balance of color here too. Okay, kind of like group one, we had a sword in the first position of how they feel about you. Okay, not to be confused with the answer of whether or not they love you. This is just sort of how they're feeling about you right now. The Knight of Swords is impulsive. He's an adventurer, whoever this is. And I'm going to say he because we're talking about a knight in the masculine. But really, this is masculine or feminine energy. This is just the embodiment of the person itself. So we have someone who takes action, someone who strongly defends their beliefs, but can be very impulsive. And I feel like how they're feeling about you is that they need to be a little more impulsive when it comes to you. You know, they feel like you are someone worth fighting for. And that maybe they need to drum up more of that thing in them, that adventurous side of them, that believes in fighting for what is good and be a little bit more impulsive and adventurous with you. Yeah, I love this. They're a little bit in their heads, but there is so much behind the scenes of how they're feeling. There's so many little images that come forth and pop out. And, you know, in the morning, I feel like that maybe they think of you in the morning for some reason, specifically or especially. And that they start their day with thoughts of you. How they're reacting to you and how they're reacting or responding in this situation is the Sun. You know, they're responding in a very positive way. They're responding that they're very fulfilled, that they're loving this connection and that they're very free within it, and that you make them feel this bright, sunshiny growth of happiness and flow. What's coming forward? The King of Pentacles. You know, we have a couple of court cards here, guys. And the King of Pentacles is about the development. And, you know, a King court card really develops his ideas. He, as in this card, is very patient and grounded. But what's coming forward for you guys is abundance and prosperity. You know, sort of the complete package of provision and give and take and generosity and real anchored prosperity between you two. Does he love you? Oh boy, guys. Oh, I love this. And it's not does he love you. I'm sorry I keep saying he. It's just all this knight and king energy. I mean, do they love you? The answer is a resounding yes. Okay, we have the Sun. But guys, we have the Sun with how they're responding and acting too. So how they're responding and acting is exactly how they feel about you. You know, the Sun is like the yes card of yes cards to me. There's a lot of growth and reward, but it's just happy, happy, happy. There's pleasure and celebration and joy. So do they love you? Yes. I'm just going to pull a clarifier card. Just something to just clarify and round this out. Maybe give us a little more insight into this energy where they're a little bit in their head, maybe a little bit willful. Okay, that's where this was at, where I was seeing this is I think they're drumming up some confidence with you guys in regards to you. Okay, they think about you, especially in the morning, I feel, when the light is hitting them. You know, we have Leo, we have the Strength card, we, you know, in a sense, confidence. They're drumming up the confidence to really show you and react and respond and tell you how they feel about you. Guys, this is amazing. Yes, they love you. Number 2. What a great reading. I love the double sun energy. Sunshine all the way. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell, and for notifications. I will be posting more and linking other posts for this week with pick a cards and weekly forecasts. Cheers. Hi, group 3. I hope you're doing well. Does he or she love you? Do they love you? And I'm going to say sorry right now because I keep saying he today. I've had a lot of masculine cards come up and I keep saying, does he love you? And I'm talking about he. I do not mean anything by it. I do mean they or he or she, whatever means to you. We've got some tarot to talk about their feelings for you currently, their response to you, and the action moving forward. And then we've got our answer yes or no with a major love arcana for whether or not they love you. So let's take a look. 4 of Cups. I've seen her a couple of times today. King of Cups. Ooh, emotional. King of Wands. Double kings, guys. Wow. Kings are emotion, development, stability and capability, but really, really emotional. Spread here, guys. I feel this one right through my body. You know, cups, kings, emotional. Okay. 4 of Cups. 4 is, again, about stability, you know, the anchoring, just like what kings are. So we have a lot of crossover blending of messages here. But let's just take a look at this. I feel like right now, how he's feeling about you, or she is feeling about you. I told you I was going to do that. I'm so sorry. Right now, they feel like they may need to turn in a little bit. They're not pulling away from you, and you need to understand that. They're a little bit nervous about something. They're a little bit nervous about this. They're contemplating, and they might come across a little bit disconnected. But they're feeling anchored. They're feeling like they're standing up and able to just really, really stand their ground with you. But they're kind of being apathetic and disconnected to everything you have to offer. Look, this is almost like your energy, offering them the cup with the exploding bouquet of flowers and butterflies and little beauty. But they're kind of closing themselves off to it. At the same time, they're not. They're still facing it. They're still angling themselves towards that gift that you are providing. They're just almost, it's like they're pretending. And I don't mean pretending in a falsified way or in a sneaky way. They're just protecting themselves. They're a little bit guarded. They're a little bit disconnected right now. But they're feeling a little bit nervous about you. I feel like that might be a good thing. I'm not quite sure. Let's just keep reading here. King of Cups, you know. The King of Cups is someone who is very sensitive. But they have emotional control. They are able to balance between their heart and the head. And that's why you're getting this sort of disconnect or feeling like they're turning in, but they're not pulling away from you. Okay. They're just feeling a little bit nervous. And because of that, they have this innate ability to just kind of control their emotions, but they're super sensitive underneath it all. And they're very influential because they're able to control their emotions and balance their heart and their head. You know, this King of Cups is a very diplomatic energy, and a lot of healing. So how they're reacting to you is probably a little bit diplomatic right now. They might be influencing sort of how everything unfolds between you, how you guys communicate. They might be sort of really managing how you spend time together, if you're able to spend time together. I feel like some of you might be a little bit separated for whatever reason. And I don't mean separated as in a separation of a relationship. I just mean that you might be apart for some of you, that there might be some distance or waters to cross, so to speak. But how he's responding right now, he is extremely sensitive. So you might be seeing flashes of that sensitivity and that emotion in him. But I feel like that they are influencing how you guys communicate or spend time together. They are really responding by balancing between what's in their heart and their head. But I feel like he's just, this King of Cups is just taking his balance right now. We don't have a lot of mind cards here. We have no swords. So this is really about more balancing what's in his heart and sort of coming past this nervousness that he feels for you. And again, he or she, I'm sorry. I think the majority of you looking at this today are going to be asking about a man. I can't seem to overcome the he. But again, we're getting a lot of king energy in all three groups today. So what's coming forward? King of Wands. Wands are action and inspiration. It's about our dreams. What's coming forward? You're going to start seeing the bigger picture, okay? The challenges of this emotional balancing act happening right now are going to be overcome. There is a bravery coming forward. Now, I don't know if that's a bravery in expressing these emotions or a bravery to just overcome the nervousness and let it open up. So let's just see. Do they love you? Do they love you? We've got the Hermit. Okay. So guys, some of you might be thinking that this is a no card. It's not. The Hermit is really an indecision. Spirit isn't able to show me if this person loves you right now because there's this nervousness, this emotional thing that they need to be brave and overcome. Obstacles are going to be hurdled over here. There's no question about that. There is going to be that huge overcome. But right now, Hermit energy, the need to turn within. This is very, very symbolic of this card here with the Four of Cups. Need to turn within and listen to inner awareness. They may feel like that they're being a little reflective or turning away from you. They're not. So to just try to have faith and confidence that they're not turning away from you. They're just seeking the answers within themselves and going within to find clarity and awareness about their emotions for you so that they can move forward and overcome the obstacles and the hurdles. Let's just see if we can get a Moonology card for some clarification. All right. So we have the Leo card, we have our lines, very strength card almost, if we were to relate it to tarot. Don't let pride get in the way. This is a clarification for you guys regarding how they are responding, feeling, and indecisive about their love for you. Don't let your pride get in the way, okay? Let them do their thing. Let this cycle unfold. Don't let pride get in the way. Let them do this, because this is what's coming, is a hurdle that is going to be overcome. They are going to be brave, and the big picture is really going to come forth here. The obstacles of them seeming like they're turning away is going to reverse itself, and all of a sudden things are going to open, and then you're going to be able to get your answer yes or no, whether or not they love you. But right now in this time, go with the flow. Cups are all about water, and we really need to take that lesson of going with the flow, feeling it, enjoy the sensitivity, enjoy the emotional ride here. There is really a lot of good stuff here, and we've got the King of Cups. There's an amazing energy of how they're responding and reacting to you or this situation. Let them turn in, let them do their thing, and just find that inner awareness that they need, that insight that they need to assess how they feel. Do they love you? It's not decided. It can be a yes. It might be a no. I just don't think that it's either or. It's really just at a balance right now. So let it be the balance and enjoy the ride. I hope this gives you some insight, guys. Cheers.